Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chad Richards and I'm actually reporting to you live. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm actually well equipped for the job. As you can see, I've got some of the most basic things that you need for a job like this. What I'm going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen, is actually, it's a little extreme. It's not nighttime yet, but I'm going to take off my headlamp. But I do have the safety vest because I want to make sure and observe safety. Now, as we're talking about safety, we are going to be changing a tire. And when you change a tire, you have to do it with extreme safety, okay? We wouldn't want to have anyone stop by and see that we're missing a few things. But what we have right here is a few stops. We're going to put that in the back and the front of one of the rear tires. Now, we could substitute that with, let's say, a block of wood. Now notice I've got all these things available right here, and as you can see, I've got a couple of things such as a needle nose pliers, and I also have some orange safety cones, and I've got a couple of wrenches. Now I'm going to put the orange safety cones out. Notice traffic is all the way over here, okay? So I'm going to set the orange safety cones out. And I'm going to make sure that everybody knows that this is a very unsafe area at the moment. And notice we've got a tire that is actually the size of a, let's see. They put the tire size on here?
Nope.
Somewhere. All right, let's see here. Anyways, tire size is not that big of an issue, but if I were to guess, this would be a 265/60 R15. I don't know, but let's just see. All right, now notice that we've got our regulation jack stands. We're going to keep these babies handy right over here, and we are going to proceed to jack up the vehicle. Now, we're not using just any jack. As you notice, we've got a 3-ton jack right over here, and I've gotten it ready. As you notice, you turn it all the way to the right to tighten. You turn it to the left when you get done to loosen and lower the vehicle. Now I'm going to reach this in. Now if you notice underneath the vehicle, the most important place to put the jack, if you zoom in right underneath here, you want to make sure that you look for the frame of the vehicle. As you see the steel frame of the vehicle that runs all the way back right here. We're going to put the jack all the way in, and we're going to start jacking it up. Go ahead and start jacking it up. You see it jacking it up down here? We're going to go ahead and start jacking up the vehicle. Stop for a second. Let me move this closer to our affected area, since we're going to be jacking up the vehicle because of this tire being changed. Okay. Go ahead and continue to jack it up. We're close by the tire that's being changed. We're going to jack that up, and we're going to get it all the way up off the ground. But before we get it all the way up, since we've got it in position at the moment and we're supporting the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and loosen these lug nuts before we get this up off the ground. Now, I've actually brought a couple different tools, and as you can see, we've got an unnecessary tool on the job site right here. We do not need this tool for this application. This tool right here is a grinder. Do you see any need to do any grinding on this job site? No, but for safety reasons, we'll go ahead and we'll take this battery out because this is not needed for this job. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set that down. We do have, however, an impact wrench. Now, if you'll notice, we'll show you in just a little minute what happens with an impact wrench. Now, as you notice, when I came onto the scene, I did come with the stylish Beats headphones that were ever so exciting and unnecessary. I'm not listening to any music, but I do like the sound of my voice, and it absolutely increases. So I will let my assistant right over here hold on to the headphones at this moment. So he's going to go ahead and hold on to the headphones. Are you hearing anything right now? Me. Okay, good. Nice. Good answer. All right, so I've got a 4-way. Why do you call it a 4-way? Because there's 4 ways that this could connect right here. Each one of these has a place for a different size lug nut, and I'm going to go ahead and guess that the largest one is probably the right one. We're going to go ahead and... No, I have judged incorrectly. All right, a smaller one. Let's see. I have judged incorrectly again. Judged incorrectly again. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have a good fit. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this being level right here. I'm going to lift up on this side while I press down on this side. Oh, yeah. So you got to go ahead and make noises while you're doing this so that you can let everyone know around you that you're working really hard. And you have to make sure you aren't showing off any plumber's booty while you're doing it. So make sure and readjust your pants so that they're not falling down. Check your shirt. Make sure you're stylish. And let's see if we can see if JC can lean in with his left hand while he lifts up with his right. And he's going to go ahead and press down and lift up at the same time. You're making it look too easy. Alrighty then. Alright, let me try it once.
Ow.
Since you loosened it up for me, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my turn.
And,
JC.
and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Oh, yeah. Now notice the positioning. It's much like weight class. Nice. Squat action right there. And you must have loosened that one already. Alrighty then. Let's see. You want to give that one a try? Try the push down and push down with your left hand, lift up with your right. Go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Wait. Okay.
You gonna try it again? All right. I appreciate your encouragement. It inspires me greatly, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, no.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead again. And, oh yeah. Thank you so much for loosening that for me. I appreciate it. All right, and we're gonna go ahead right here. Now notice this jack stand right here is really close to where the right hand would be. We're gonna move this slightly over to the right, and so we don't hurt ourselves. And
I'm going to try it one more time.
trying again. Fantastic.
My arm.
All right. And let's go ahead and try that once again. Thank you so much again for loosening that for me. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. All right. So, make sure that... Okay, so what you want to remember, what you want to really remember, never take all of the lug nuts totally off. Your job right now is just to loosen them, then you can continue. Because if you take them all off, guess what's going to happen? It might fall off. So we're going to go ahead and continue with jacking up the vehicle until we get that baby off the ground. Go ahead and show us how it's done. Now notice on the job site I've got the Hardy work gloves with thin slate. Notice that there's thin slate in case if it was inclement weather. That means it's much colder than it is now. I would have the opportunity to keep my hands a little bit warmer than such. And I've got the gloves, and I'm going to go ahead and put the gloves on just as a fashion statement right here on this job site, right over here where we're changing the vehicle on yet another vehicle. Changing the vehicle on yet another vehicle. That did not sound correct. So anyways, so here I am, and I'm going ahead to get the gloves ready. There we are. Now if I stand like this, and I stand like this, and I stand like this, and stand like this, I'll be a little bit more helpful. Okay, so, and then we'll go ahead. You got it? You're still jacking it up. Careful, careful, careful. Alrighty then. Now notice, ladies and gentlemen, we've selected an aluminum jack by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh making jacks for the race car industry. We've actually selected a aluminum jack because it's only 70 pounds. Had we gotten a much heavier one, it probably would have been about 25-30 pounds more. Which would have been 105 pounds if anyone is following me on the math. And we're going ahead to jack that up. Notice the vehicle's almost all the way off the ground.